Yep. Got them right.
Sounds good.
Go to the other side. See, to me, it's right down the middle on both sides. I can't, it's indistinguishable.
Yep.
If my brother don't go, hinder me. If my brother don't go, it won't hinder me. My brother won't go, it won't hinder me. Praise the Lord, Lordy Lord, I'm on my way to Canaan's land, on my way to Canaan's land. On my way to Canaan's land. Praise the Lord, Lordy Lord, I'm on my way. Yes, don't go, it won't hinder me. Yes, won't go, it won't hinder me. Yes, don't go, won't hinder me. Praise the Lord, Lordy Lord, I'm on my way. I'm on my way to Canaan's land. On my way to Canaan's land. On my way to Canaan's land. Praise the Lord, Lordy Lord, I'm on my way.
How's it going, Peabody? No stereo for you? Jody won't go, won't hinder me. Jody won't go, it won't hinder me. Jody won't go, won't hinder me. Lordy, Lord, Lordy, Lord, I'm on my way.
on my way to Canaan. Praise the Lord, Lordy, Lord, I'm on my way.
Come on, play something, Jody.
On my way to Canaan's land. On my way to Canaan's land. On my way to Canaan's land. Lordy, Lord, Lordy, Lord, I'm on my way. Praise the Lord, Lordy, Lord, I'm on my way.
Jody still doesn't hear stereo. What could that be? Is that? Do you have to pan on your device?
But it's okay. I mean, we can look at it later. It's fine. I don't need stereo to play.
Well, it's nice to have stereo.
You guys are in stereo. That's fine.
I know, because we're sitting left, right.
Well, I'm stereo all the time. There's nothing I can do about it.
Your surround sound.
I'm
You can't serve those up to me like that.
I know, Joel. I mean, I have to give you that. You are funny. You remember that? You remember that woman
That lady that came up to the CD table one time. Yeah,
She came up. She came up and said, "Hey, you guys are and your brother. You guys are good, but Joel now, he's funny." But the way she said that,
That bass player of yours, he's
funny. Oh my! Yeah, I think I have to play with glasses tonight
You need to. So you
because
need to
now
see
I
what
have
you're
to
doing.
tune so much tonight. Oh,
What was that?
I bumped the
Banjo
mic.
hit
I bumped the mic.
He bumped the mic.
I bumped the mic.
Don't
with my
bump
banjo.
mics.
He's a mic bumper.
I know, and
On the mic.
now Peabody
on
looks
the mic.
really mean at me. He says,
Yep.
"This is my precious Swedish
Priceless.
microphone, priceless."
Take it $10.
Yeah, but
I
My
get
precious.
precious. I gave a right toe for this one.
well, some people give other things.
Yes, it's only going to impact you, and it's only going to hurt you more than it does him.
Yes, it will. That's for sure.
Oh God. Remember, we used to play that.
Yeah, but I didn't play with a cape on the third fret.
I didn't.
And I didn't play it.
I didn't play it on the banjo.
No, I remember that was your famous nose flute solo.
I know. That was the time before banjo. That was my pre-banjo times.
The nose
Was
pipe.
there ever
The nose
pre-banjo
pipe. I was the
times with
only
you?
nose pipe virtuoso.
Oh,
Thank God it was
so-
at the time before video.
I know. I know, it was quite embarrassing. It was actually very embarrassing. everybody. Can you give me a little bit more bass? I don't seem to have a lot of bass. And Joel's, for a change, he's actually playing really nice tonight. And I just thought,
I think I gotta mix it up at least once a month.
And as usual, I'm gonna need more cowbell.
Never enough cowbell.
Much more cowbell.
no.
Oh, jump it in.
Ouch, ouch.
Peabody, I'm gonna need more snare drum. I really have no offbeat here. That's getting much better now.
Jody, if you don't have your drum stereo, do you have the guitar and the banjo stereo?
Yes. And the toms are just it's not high, it's not
For those of you that have already tuned in out there, this is the pre-show, and it looks like we're wrapping things up to go live.
So what's it? Melissa, it's all
that's
good?
the signal to wrap it up. She's going. Coming to you from beautiful Wilkes County in the foothills of the Blue Ridge Mountains in North Carolina, we invite you to the musical world of the Kruger brothers. Sit back, relax, and welcome to the show with your hosts, the Kruger brothers.
Hello, everybody.
Here we are. Yes.
Really, really good.
Friday evening.
Hello.
Yeah.
About 7:15.
I hope you all had a good week.
Yes.
Here we had lots of thunderstorms.
Oh boy.
Yes, so we hope we're not
The
getting
creeks
one
are
tonight.
high.
They said we're going to get some storms tonight. We had to unplug everything in our studio and restart everything. We were careful. Peabody did that after last week's show, so wonderful. The general store is the theme for this weekend. And if you ever been to a North Carolina general store, you know that there is music sometimes in the evenings, or used to be at least. Like Todd's General Store up there, always be a jam session, and I always consider it the Cook Shack to be like a general store.
Comer's.
And not Comer's over here in 115, and the nice thing about those sessions was always that there was a bunch of people sitting around, and they all sing their favorite songs, and you would never know what's coming up. And this is the situation that we're in tonight. We don't know what's coming up.
Oh, yes, we do. But,
Yeah.
we just hope for the best. We found a lot of songs that we haven't played yet.
Yes.
And so we'll see how they go.
Yeah.
Let's go with one called Walk On Boy. That was one of Kurt Stadlin's favorites.
How did we start this?
I counted in, and I start with the banjo. Are you ready? 1, 2, 1, 2.
I was born one morning, rain a-pouring down. I heard my mama say to my papa, let's call him John Henry Brown. Walk on, boy, walk on down the road. Ain't nobody in this whole wide world's gonna help you carry that load. I left my home and family about the age of 10. I got me a job, I was working on a levee, carrying water for the hard-working man. Walk on, boy, walk on down the road. Ain't nobody in this whole wide world that's gonna help you carry that load. One day my daddy told me, I got good advice for you, son. Find you a woman and be good to her, she'll be good to you. Walk on, boy, walk on down the road. Ain't nobody in this whole wide world's gonna help you carry that load. Ever ask you, now who's that fella Brown? You tell him I'm a man who left the hammer smoking when he beat that steam drill on down. Walk on, boy, walk on down the road. Ain't nobody in this whole wide world that's gonna help you carry that load. Walk on, boy, walk on down the road. Ain't nobody in this whole wide world's gonna help you carry that load. Ain't nobody in this whole wide world that's gonna help you carry that load.
Well, that was
That was the running boy.
that was a little too fast.
That was a little too fast.
I know. I counted it in. I was.
You're all excited.
Well, that means we can do it again at some later
Yeah.
point and do it the way it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So one of the nice things about, like Uwe said, here in North Carolina and the general store kind of feeling is that in jam sessions they used to call all kinds of old-time tunes, which was a whole new world for me when I first moved here. But there are some absolutely phenomenal songs that have been out there, or tunes with just 2 or 3 chords. And Jens and Uwe introduced me to a
Phenomenal
bunch of
songs
these.
with
when
2
we
or
got
3
here.
chords. Yeah, great, Joel.
That's all it was.
Yes, all right, good.
Old time.
So this is one where it's a little confusing because it's got 3 parts, but the third part is kind of short, and a lot of people just don't get it, and I sometimes have a hard time getting it.
It's funny, you know. I have a great old time banjo that Janet and Greg gave me, but I like to play clawhammer banjo on a regular resonator banjo.
Regulated banjo.
You know resonator.
Regulation.
Just like a bluegrass banjo. And I asked Doc Watson once because he played a lot of old time banjo on a resonator banjo. And he said, well, when we were when we were young, we were trying to get a banjo. We tried to get the loudest banjo possible. So the resonator banjo was just loud. So they all tried to get their hands on a resonator loud banjo.
A Gipperson.
But here's Tommy Jarrell. I learned that from a Tommy Jarrell album. But there's many, many different versions. And the nice thing about old-time music, they always tell you where they learned it from, who showed it to them, or so I can't really remember. It's been a long time. But there's a lot of different versions. So sometimes the A part is 4 times or 2 times, and the B part's maybe 3 times. Then there's a 4th part that I've never heard, actually, that I read about, but I've never found it. So,
Well, you ain't been going to Galax enough.
Really?
yeah.
And this, of course, we all miss Galax.
Gosh,
We
yeah.
used to go up there, stay up all night, and stay sober. That was the hardest part.
So here we go with a little
Don't do it too fast, yes.
Rice Straw or Joke on a Poppy. It's called Joke on a Poppy.
Joel. Just about at the point, and we stopped it at the point where
it was just starting to get warmed up
and then we played for about 12 or 15 minutes. But just a little
people
thing.
would dance and clog along. And,
yeah.
Wow, I miss those days. Joke on a Jody. Or?
That's great, Jody. Of course, when you go to a general store and have a session like that, there's always somebody who will do a Merle Haggard song. It's like maybe like "Sing Me Back Home" or "Working Man Blues" or something like that. And years and years ago, I learned a little love song, Merle Haggard. I was going through my first marital problems. 1, 2, 3. In our bedroom there hangs a portrait done in different shades of gray that I penciled out before you broke my heart. In a sketch we're arm in arm, but in the background there's a storm that was soon to come, tear my world apart. But before my days are over, I'm gonna try my hand again and do a portrait like I wanted life to be. I put some flowers down on the ground, color springtime all around, and paint a bed of roses just for me. Yes, I'm gonna paint me a bed of roses, one without one single cloud in my big blue sky. Yes, I'm gonna paint me a bed of roses where love and passion never die. Yes, I'm gonna paint me a bed of roses, one without one single cloud in my big blue sky. Yes, I'm gonna paint me a bed of roses where love and passion never die.
Thank you, Peabody. That was quite an applause. That
Yes,
was
crystal
clear.
applause.
It's always nice about the amount of applause we get from Peabody. We know how much he liked it. It's
There was a little song that one of my favorite. As I start here, one of my favorite albums, bluegrass albums, was always the Old and In the Way album. And that was sort of like on the cover they had sort of like a general store
Yeah.
scene there. You know, everybody sitting around. a big
Pot-bellied
old-
stove.
Yeah,
Kinda.
beautiful. Never thought I'd ever see something like that live, but sure enough, when I come home, it looks just like that. I'm just missing the bearded hippies playing around.
Careful what you wish for.
You know, so but when we said, you know, general store, it reminded me of one of those old songs. You know, of course, you know how could I do one of the greatest rhythm guitar players and singers in bluegrass, Peter Rohn, a good friend of ours. You know, he did such a great job on this, and I dedicate this to him. And want to start it? No?
yeah, we just
Yeah,
start singing.
yeah.
Huh?
I'm knocking on your door again, my darling. I'm knocking on your door, please answer me. I'm trying to make you realize, my darling, that no one else was ever meant for me. Remember, dear, when you said you always loved me, and you promised me happiness so true. But now you're going out there with another, and I wonder if you feel the way I do. I'm knocking on your door again, my darling. I'm knocking on your door, please answer me. I'm trying to make you realize, my darling, that no one else was ever meant for me.
Who's there?
Yeah,
No.
that was
It's a little
interesting.
too high for me now.
Too high? That's what you get for hanging out with bearded hippies.
Oh, that was a comment and a half. No, it's
Speaking of comments and a half, please remember to leave comments when you're watching us on either YouTube or Facebook, and we just love to see what's going on out there with you guys, that everybody's staying well and staying safe, and we're all trying to get through this together, and each one of us is doing our part to help each other. So, and we appreciate all the help that you offer to us as well. It keeps us going week to week. We couldn't do it without you. So thank you.
Here I got one for the old folkies, especially. I think I want to dedicate this to Bill Hughes.
yes.
Because it's one of his favorite songs, I think. We haven't done it in forever. It was one of the first songs that John McCarthy taught us. You remember? He sang that song back in the beginning 70s. Let me see if I can get this together. It's a lesson too late for learning. Made of sand, made of sand. In the wink of an eye, my soul is turning. In your hand, in your hand. Are you going away with no word of farewell? Will there be not a trace left behind? I could have loved you better. Never mean to be unkind. You know that was the last thing on my mind. You got plenty of reasons for going. This I know, this I know. For the weeds steadily brewing. Please don't go. Don't go. Are you going away with no word of farewell? Will there be not a trace left behind? Could have loved you better, never mean to be unkind. Oh, that was the last thing on my mind. As I lie in my bed in the morning, without you, without you. Every song in my breast lies a-borning, without you, without you. Are you going away with no word of farewell? Will there be not a trace left behind? I could have loved you better, never mean to be unkind. You know that was the last thing on my mind. Oh, I could have loved you better, never mean to be unkind. You know that was the last thing on my mind. You know that was the last thing on my mind.
Beautiful song. Oh, there's another song from that album.
The Old and the Way album.
The Old and the Way album, in fact, the title track. We would like to remind you folks that there is a virtual tip jar for those of you that are just joining us for the first time. Welcome aboard. And we do have a virtual tip jar on our website, and we appreciate any help that you can give us, because that's what's keeping these keeping the lights on here during these times. So please do visit our website, and if you can, support us however you can. Even just being here with us is a great support. So,
Now, we sometimes, we sit around and we talk about of how we, at one point, will be able to go back on the road and see you all again out there. That will be absolutely wonderful if we can do this. Right now, we're also in the planning of a Swiss tour. We have about 10 shows over there. Martin Meyer is putting it together. But we're not absolutely sure now if we can go or not.
Let's see, no. If cases go up, then they will,
They might, but
limit the amount of people that can go to the shows, and if it comes down to a certain level, then we can't do it anymore, because then we won't be able to pay for our tickets and anything.
we'll see. We'll see this week, this coming week, if we can go. I think we're going to do a show for IBMA, aren't we?
yes, we are going to do a show for IBMA for their Street Fest. They're doing the virtual Street Festival this year, and they asked us to take part in that. So once we have details on that, we'll list that on our Facebook and our website.
And we also
tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night is Goderich.
Saturday, yes.
Goderich.
Yes, that's
Goderich
right,
is
the
streaming
Goderich.
one, and we stream one.
Yes.
So there's.
But I think theirs is going to be a little later than ours.
Okay.
We're
Because we're-
closing the show there. So
Yes.
looked it up for, what I don't know what the festival's called, but it's the Goderich Celtic Music Festival.
Music Festival, yes.
And we recorded a little set for them a little while ago, and that's going to be streamed tomorrow evening somewhere on the internet. Just check them out.
And of course, our own show is going to be on at 7
7
o'clock.
o'clock again.
right.
Or around somewhere about there, So. Jens, it looks like we still have like 20 minutes left, and we only have 3 songs left on the list.
that's
Maybe while I'm singing the song, we have to think about maybe something that we can stick in there.
We'll see. We'll see.
And it's nerve-wracking for Melissa because she doesn't have the title yet. Right, Melissa?
That's right. Say hi, Melissa.
Be a surprise.
Well,
Do we have
Hello,
any
everybody.
questions to us? No,
there's
nobody's
no
asking
questions.
any questions, right?
There are so many wonderful comments coming through. And I'm trying my best to keep up.
Oh, Melissa, you're doing such a great job with those split screens and everything. It's just absolutely
really.
wonderful. I get so many remarks from people about that. How you handle all
we
this.
actually,
It's just
we're going to
great.
have to give you a producer credit. We're going to call you the producer of the show because that's
Executive-
producer,
no,
Okay.
executive producer, director. Of course, we can't give you a raise, but
That was Joel for you. Okay.
we'll give you the title.
Holding in the way, that's what I heard them say. They used to heed the words he said, that was yesterday. Golden turn to gray as you feel fade away. Never care about you, all you holding in the way. When just a boy, he left his home. And he thought he had the world on a string. Now the friends have all passed on to have a place called home. Like an old dog on a stray, he's just holding in the way. Holding in the way, that's what I heard them say. They used to heed the words he said, that was yesterday. Golden turn to gray as you fade away. Never care about you, all you holding in the way. Once I heard tell he was happy. He had his share of friends and good times, but his friends have all passed on. He don't have a place called home. He's looking back to a better day, feeling holding in the way. Holding in the way, that's what I heard them say. He used to heed the words he said, that was yesterday. Gone and turn to gray as you feel fade away. Never care about you, all you holding in the way. Yesterday, go and turn to gray as you feel fade away. Never care about you, all you holding in the way. They will never care about you, all you holding in the way. That has been forever.
A long time.
You're throwing these songs.
Yes, you know, usually I come around, and if I don't have a commission to work on, I come in the studio a lot of times, and I have little ditties I come up with overnight, and then I show them to Uwe, and then we never play them.
No.
But Uwe said the other day that he's playing this particular one, which has no name. It's just I think it's a march. It's like a march.
It feels like a march. And
maybe we should call it March for April.
March for April. Okay.
No, we said we might, if somebody has a suggestion for a title, please let us know.
Yeah.
If we happen to choose one of your suggestions, there will be a
prize of sorts.
There'll be a prize.
Yeah. We'll figure out a prize for you.
Yeah.
So send us your suggestions. Melissa will come up with
maybe one of
prizes.
Joel's pre-worn masks. Then you can Then you can actually clone your own Joel.
Clone a Joel
from our.
Nobody wants my DNA. It's okay.
Joel.
Hey, buddy.
This is a weird tuning I use.
You said this is the only song you do this tuning.
Yes,
right?
I have an only song that I play this in tuning.
Yeah.
Actually, it sounds beautiful, just like that.
Just let's leave it at that.
Like that. Yeah.
I think that's enough.
Yeah.
It's a F and a C and a G and a C and a D. It's like a double C tuning.
And then you played in.
But then F.
You played.
And then I played an F. That was an E.
Okay.
That's an F.
For all of those that want to whistle along.
Yes. For all of those who are listening along, this was quite embarrassing that I didn't hear that. This was
only the banjo players would have noticed.
All right, here we go. We have never played this.
Nope.
Ever.
For anyone else, ever.
No, ever. Okay.
Beautiful.
Jens's March.
Well,
This is a tune, this song here that we're going to do, it's called Home in Louisiana. After we had finished our Carolina Scrapbook recording, the first one, and had it released over in Switzerland, the first order that we got from the United States for this CD while we were back in Switzerland was from John Hartford. We couldn't believe that. Sent it over there, but we didn't charge him, of course.
No, we just said.
It's a song that he used to do, but we knew this song from a Country Gentleman recording, the first bluegrass record that I ever had. And it's got a sort of like a yodel in it.
yeah, that's
And it's, I don't know, there's one of the reasons why we never recorded it or
kind of embarrassing.
never do it. It is embarrassing, but it'll give you a reason why we never made it in Switzerland.
Yes,
Really, because we can't yodel.
No, we always said we only yodel if something falls on our foot.
Something very heavy.
And sometimes people would come after the show, don't you yodel, you're from Switzerland. And we always say, that's why we left.
It's actually a wonderful
It's
thing,
not true, it's not true. But it's just, we were just so, how can you say, we're just always embarrassed because we couldn't yodel, There's yodel courses you can take when you fly over there, and you can sort of go to audio things,
And when you're at the little train between the concourses in Zurich,
Yes.
they yodel at you.
Yes, but
Yes,
you
they
have
do.
little yodel courses that you can take online.
Oh yeah.
It's yodel TT,
Yes.
yodel la, yodel
Learn to yodel
Yodel,
in 3 easy
doodle,
steps.
do.
yodel daddle doodle do.
And then of course the old "You're a Lady Too."
Ouvey. Yeah, what you gonna hold that thought.
I'm dreaming tonight of home folks, cotton fields and whippoorwills, where I spend my happy childhood among the rocks and the rills. I can see my dear old mother as around the place she goes, farming in Louisiana where the old Red River flows. You can hear the home folks singing soft and low. In the twilight, in the evening, so soft and low. So low. On the farm in Louisiana where the old Red River flows. When the lights shine bright on Broadway and the night is light as day, from the banks of Coney Island I can hear all the people say, I'm heading home tonight, boys, on the I see where she goes, home in Louisiana where the old Red River flows. Ole, ole. You can hear the home folks singing soft and low. In the twilight, in the evening, so soft and low. So low. Thank y'all.
That was enough notes for two
That
shows.
was enough shows.
Broadcasting from Double Time Recording Studio in Wilkes County, North Carolina, thank you for watching and all your continued support. Please make sure and comment on how much you enjoyed the show and share it with your friends. Join us next time for another edition of The Musical World of the Kruger Brothers.